welcome to Yoga with Diane, and welcome to our short practice today, which is a movement medicine yoga practice. So the three pillars of traditional Ayurveda in yoga are rest well, eat well, and move daily. So enjoy. Starting off in a child's pose, so turning round, taking a wide knee child's pose, big toes together, and sitting forwards, placing the hands out in front, walking the hands over towards the right hand side. So you might have a little bit of a fidget here, that's okay, to have a flow. And bending your right arm, feeling that banana stretch along the left hand side of the waist. And perhaps bring your ear to fall onto that arm or the forehead rolling down towards the floor. Take some breaths into the left side of the body. Feel that wonderful opening, that gift of breath along the hip. Inhale all the way up the side of the waist, the shoulder into the little finger on the left side. Exhale. On the next inhalation, padding yourself over to the other side, reaching your right arm, bending your left arm, and bowing the right ribs. You might feel that you can use a block here for the forehead or just stay up a little higher. Allow that breath to wash over the body. Inhale all the way along the right hip to the right fingertips. Exhale. And on the next inhalation, just pushing yourself up. Bring the knees in, tuck the toes, and very gently, this is actually a yin pose, believe it or not. It's called a toe balance, but it's not for everyone. So this might be your toe balance today, and that's absolutely wonderful. So stay there. I don't know what's going on with your feet, your ankles. If it's available, you could come back here, tilt the pelvis if you can. And it should be a little bit uncomfortable, but it shouldn't be painful. So make sure it's at your own level. The key here is to look very relaxed, but inside it feels quite uncomfortable. So holding just a couple more breaths so you can do it. Feel this is a sort of medicine for the whole of your back of your body, and it's stretching it out. And that's quite enough. So come forwards, roll back over your toes, maybe take the feet a little wider, equal weight. And bringing your hands, clasp them just underneath the elbows and coming into a wonderful dangle pose, relaxing the jaw. Relaxing your head, your neck, maybe have a little flow side to side and pull up on the lower belly. On the next inhalation, releasing your hands, moving backwards into your plank pose and stepping forwards with your right foot. Lower the left knee. So I'm going to pad my knee out because it's a little bit wooden under. And you've got an option to keep your back toes tucked, or you can flatten the back foot. On an inhalation, flow up into lunge, squeeze your buttock. On an exhalation, you can stay here, you can use one hand, or you come down into half splits. Relax the neck, flow, inhale. Draw the front sit bone, exhale. Tuck the toes back, relax the neck. So don't worry how far you can go on this one. We're just warming up, aren't we? So inhale. And everyone's very different with their hips, their hamstrings. If that's too much, you can bring some books or blocks. If it's not enough, you rest. Give your shin a little release. And then releasing there, tuck your back toes. Just unravel, if need be, the mat. Roll all the way over to the other side and come onto the left leg. Take a big breath, sweeping up. Exhale. Releasing that back foot if you did it on the other side. Curl. Inhale, push through the big toes. Squeeze up and under. And exhale. Back into your leap of faith, this is called. So half Hanaban, half leap of faith, but two halves make a whole. So it's great for the whole back body. And exhale, releasing there. On an inhalation, roll forward again. This time tuck the toes again. Can you come back into that dangle pose? Curling the navel in, equal weight through the feet. If it's not available, come up a little bit higher and support your lower back. Otherwise, relaxing down. So give yourself a little dangle here. How does that feel? Coming back into that lovely yin posture. And release the hands down to the floor. Take another step back into your plank pose. Lower the knees down to the floor. And bringing the feet flat. So if your head is this way at home, bring your left forearm to the floor. I'm bringing my right forearm. Curl over onto the right hip and flex the inside edge of your left foot. So remember, it'll be the other way. Lift up into your half side plank. Inhale, all the way up. Squeeze your bottom. Squeeze the inner heels. Exhale, if you can, curling under. Inhale, lifting up, maybe looking with the gaze. Exhale, round and squeezing your belly. Last one, inhale and exhale, round. So wonderful for your spine, for your core. Flick back and we'll come on to the other side straight away. So you can lower that knee to the floor. You can bring this foot forwards if you want more support. But I'm going to go for the full expression. So flex your feet, inner thighs working, lift up, exhale, rounding. Inhale and exhale. You can do it one more time for me. Inhale, lift and exhale. This will be so good for your back, so supportive. In and sweeping down. Placing the palms into the floor. Exhale, rock back into down dog. Maybe have a little pedal through your dog, little twist. Before making your way up to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward bend. And inhale, uncurl the spine vertebrae by vertebrae. So you should be a bit warmer. Step to the long edge of your mat. Take the feet, let's take them wider than inner leg length apart, so a little bit long triangle pose. Rotating your right toes out to the side, your left toes turn in, so you might find your body moves. That's okay, this front knee's integral for strength. Inhale, arms out, reach as far as you can. Here comes onto the arm, windmill the hand down, and bring that top arm just in front. So I'm placing my hand down here to help lift me out of the pose, or you can use the back of the wrist. Big breath here, maybe gazing up. Inhale and squeeze your inner legs together, pushing into the little toe edges to wrap the back thigh. Exhale, bending the front leg, propping your forearm or stay there. You can flex, you can bring the arm across, or you can bind the arm. I think I'm going to bind today. So holding there, open up the top shoulder and exhale, scissor. Good, one more breath. And exhale, well done. Push out of the front leg, keep the front leg bent, flip the palm. Inhale into our reverse warrior, keep this back leg lovely and strong. Exhale, inhale. And exhale, release, straighten the legs. And let's move straight onto the other side, sweeping the arms out. Exhale, ear to arm. Reach the bottom waist. And coming up. So sometimes it takes a little bit of adjustment. not to stick the ribs out. Lift as if someone's got a little ribbon around that top hand and you're pulling out of the pose. And exhale. Amazing. Nearly there. Bending that front leg, either sliding it inside, keeping that 90-degree positioning. It just makes it more efficient for the body. Active flex, reaching over or bind. Inhale. You might, as you bind, push out, so tuck back under. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Push out at the bottom ankle, flip the palm into your reverse warrior. Maybe releasing the neck down for a couple more breaths, feeling that strength as you get stronger, like you've received a lovely dose of that medicine. And release the arms, windmill down to the front, step back. Exhale, take a vinyasa, so you might want to lower the knees here or full plank. Exhale, slide the legs away, coming into cobra or up face dog. Exhale, hands underneath the chest, push back into down dog and coming to a seated position, step or jumping through and lengthening the legs out in front. Are you there? You're staying up with me. So right foot's going to work first. Slide the left heel up. If there's any knee issues, you can keep it lower or pad underneath. Otherwise, scooting the sit bones back and pressing equal weight through the legs. Arms up into a lovely long forward bend. So you might be here, or you might reach around the foot. So find which wrist or fingertips or floor feels better. If you're feeling quite bendy, then you can come down. You can allow your body to relax. So please don't worry where you are. We're all very different in our orientation of our pelvis. And pull your heel back to keep the strength into the back of the knee, knee to sit bone. Take a big breath in. Exhale. On an inhalation, lift yourself up, release the legs, hands back, maybe a little windscreen wipe, and taking that right heel up, left sit bone back, inhale, and exhale. So we're keeping it quite dynamic here into the pose. As you breathe, sometimes we procrastinate, so this is about keeping you lovely and healthy and wonderfully stretched out. Inhale. Maybe taking that down. Exhale. Inhale. Let the breath soften. Exhale. Releasing back up vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring the legs out in front. And start to roll yourself down. So coming into bridge, bring the heels towards the back of the buttocks, palms facing down, and spread the back of the shoulders. If you want to just pop your buttocks under a block and do a supported bridge, that's okay. Otherwise, rolling up, dragging your thighs forwards. At the same time, you pull your heels back and you feel the whole of the hamstring and the buttocks engaging. This is brilliant with the engagement to really settle your energy down to the earth, feel supported and feel open at the same time. So take a couple more breaths. Exhale, relax the back of the neck. And final one, inhale. And exhale, peel down. Oh, that feels nice. Oh, I feel a yawn coming on. So drawing the knees to the chest, just give yourself a final squeeze, maybe forehead up to the knees. And release anything you don't want to keep. Either come into constructive rest with the knees knocking in, feet wide, or sliding into full Shavasana, corpse pose. and palms face up. Allow the feet to roll out, the contact points in your spine to soften, and close your gaze down. Let the breath go. You're very welcome to stay here. I will reluctantly come out. So bring a little bit of movement into the fingers and the toes. Draw the knees once again gently into the chest. Give yourself a little rock and roll. And making your way over to one side. Folding yourself up to seated position. I'm remembering that we're only one yoga practice away from it feeling like we're delivering medicine back into our body, and it's important to eat well, take enough rest, and to move on a daily basis. Thank you for joining me for practice. Bring the palms together. Namaste.